Commander wants to see you in his office. Both of you.
Shit.
Let me handle this.
I don't want to even see this. I can't even breathe.
I hear the Putnams got the help they needed.
Not enough, I'm afraid.
I was surprised to learn they received help from a Martha on a temporary transfer. It was an even bigger surprise that I signed the transfer order myself.
I did it for the child. What greater responsibility is there in Gilead?
Obeying your husband.
Shit.
Is this your handwriting?
Yes, Commander Waterford.
You involved a handmaid in your transgressions?
I did what I thought was necessary.
What is happening?
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord. And ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel.
Fred, please.
No, he is fucking not. Fucking prick.
Serena.
You piece of shit.
Alfred. Stay.
I gotta pause there, I gotta stop. Pause. I need him to die. I need him to die. And at this rate, I can't even think of a death that would satisfy me right now. I'm so angry. That was horrible. I knew there was like another way you could watch that scene, and it would be Serena Joy's just desserts. She put everyone in this situation. I totally get it. But I don't. There's nothing that could make me applaud what just happened there, really. It reminds me of you know, Cersei's Walk of Atonement in Game of Thrones, when, you know, I've seen a million reactions to that scene, and I could probably count on one finger, you know, how many people actually ended up enjoying it. And because we've been waiting for Cersei to get her just desserts for like fucking nearly five whole seasons. It's season 5, episode 10, and then you see her kind of naked, and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe this is actually happening to Cersei. And then she starts walking, and you're like, oh my god, she's gonna, you know. And then the first person throws a tomato, and I was out. In fact, the moment the woman started ringing the bell and saying shame, I was like, I'm out. That's how I felt with Serena Joy. I don't want her to suffer. I want her to get woke and stop this shit because I think she's an incredibly powerful woman. And I think if she comes to the realisation that we need her to, there would be like a teeny possibility. Basically, I want her on our side is what I'm saying. And I'm just worried with the way Fred's going that if he would beat her with a belt in front of June, like, what else would he do? He's now far more dangerous than I viewed him. So, all around, not good. And I think baby Charlotte's dead too. I knew this was going to be an ass-kicking episode. I said, didn't I, in the intro, they're going to make us hurt now. Oh, God. Right. Play.
You're home.
Looks nice.
Tomorrow I'm making curtains, so pick a color. What do you like?
Yellow.
This is torture.
My favorite.
No.
I'm glad he's trying to be nice. But this is horrific. Uh-oh. What?
What?
Where'd you get this?
They fell when I moved the trunk.
Did you read these?
Of course not.
Don't lie to me. You never touch my things, you understand me?
Sorry.
You understand? What?
Yes, I do. Sir.
Did he save the rest of the letters? That June tried to burn. Fuck. Oh God, she's gonna be covered in fucking bruises and welts. God, some mistakes are just so big, aren't they? She screwed the pooch.
Do you need anything?
Fucking hug.
No. Serena.
Yes. Go back to your room.
Yeah, I thought so. She's already been humiliated. It's bad enough she's been smacked shitless in front of her bike, crying.
Someone once said, men are afraid that women will laugh at them. Women are afraid that men will kill them. We should have known better. I thought there were still secret places, hidden in the cracks and crevices of this world. Places we could make beautiful.
I just wanted to apologize. I guess I was only trying to help you. But I'm really sorry.
I know.
What's going on? Is she having a baby? That was horrible. The music going off and... This fucking episode. Did she save the baby? saved the baby. This is an actual medical thing. I'll cut to you later.
I told you, she remembers me.
Oh, look at you. Yes, yes, it's you.
The baby is so cute.
May God bless you and keep you in his favor. You sweet, sweet girl. I'll go get the pipes.
Baby needs to be with his mother. Her mother.
Wake up.
She hates just let Janine have a child.
Happens to be true. I only wanna be there. Doesn't matter where you go or what you do. I wanna spend each moment of the day with you. Look what has happened with just one kiss. I never knew that I could be in love like this. It's crazy, but it's true. I only wanna be with.
This season is something else. I'm speechless. So baby Charlotte is in no wonder the baby's in distress, frankly. Can you imagine sharing a house with Naomi? She hates that child. Charlotte cannot breathe without Naomi considering it a test from God. Like, but in order to try and save, so Serena tried to save her by realising that the world's foremost, one of the world's foremost neonatal experts was now cleaning toilets on behalf of Gilead, and so, you know, bought her out of retirement for a couple of hours. That scene destroyed me completely just because of the way she reacted to having this chance to be herself again, to actually function at her full capacity, was really moving, and unfortunately it wasn't enough to save the baby. So the baby was still in distress. Everyone thought the baby was dead, but as we've seen, Janine came to the rescue with just love and cuddles and singing to her. I can't even think about it too much, it set me off again, but that was really something. That was really something to see. And it was interesting, she was wearing a top, but that is actually a medical real thing, that with particularly with new very premature babies, if they're really struggling, it has been shown that if they are skin to skin contact, that like they have an increased rate of survival. I learned that from Grey's Anatomy. It's a great episode, by the way, with Alex Karev, but by the by. So I just wanted to cover that timeline distinctly before I move on. You know, these are cutting across the episode, but I'll just follow timelines through today. Then of course we have the glorious, oh no, do you know what, I'll get Nick and Eden out of the way as well. Nick is trying to be polite and at least smile at her, but this is an almost impossible situation for him because he will never be able to give her what she wants, which is a happy husband. She wants to be able to do things that impact his day, that make him feel happy and loved, and she wants to kind of bask in the glow of his happiness, knowing that she's done a great job as his wife, and she will never have that satisfaction because she is just in the way from Nick's perspective. And neither of them are wrong in this situation, you know, that neither of them had a choice over this. But I do worry about how she is going to react to this rejection. She says she didn't read the letters that she found in Nick's stuff. I didn't like the way he was with her, but it's difficult to understand quite how else he could have reacted in the situation. But he's fucked. I mean, whether she's read the letters or not, she's seen the letters, and I'm really worried about where Eden is going to go this season, because she is starting to crumble around the edges, and she's hurt, disappointed, and that will turn to anger ultimately, and then she's going to want to do something about that, and I do worry. Meanwhile, over with, the whole Commander coming home was just ridiculous. No one wants him in the house. I think he genuinely sees himself as the patriarch. He's the weakest person in that house. Like, Eden has bigger balls than him. I'm not even joking. I really think she does. He's pathetic. And he's lording it. Oh, look at my goal. So I was mad with him before he'd even done anything, to be honest. I just resented his presence. I felt like we could have got a revolution going if we'd have had another month. But no, he's home, and he sees that Serena Joy and June have clearly improved their relationship in his absence, and he's jealous and spiteful. So he goes off, he finds out what she's been up to, summons him to his office like he's headmaster and there are a couple of naughty schoolgirls, and beats the living shit out of her in front of June, from his perspective, in front of Offred. And that's important, because it was absolutely about restoring control, and I hate him. I hate him. And I gotta be honest, if I'd have seen him do it to Aunt Lydia, I might not have felt any differently. And I really hate Aunt Lydia. But there are just no circumstances that will have me cheer a husband beating his wife or beating another. I just can't. It was disgusting. I actually felt sick. I didn't want to watch it. I wanted to look away, because as if like she was a real person. I didn't want to. You know, I wouldn't add to your humiliation by watching it. It'd be really. How did you guys feel? And I really couldn't work out what June was up to at the end there. Her facial expressions were confusing me a little bit. One minute she looked like, I'm a woman on a mission, and the next minute she was just falling apart. So I mean, that could have literally been it, you know, that she was trying to generate herself and then just collapsing. She tried to go and kind of show a bit of support for Serena, but Serena's not going to take that. She's too proud. She needed to cry quietly on her own, lick her wounds, figure out what she's going to do next. I hope it's kill fucking Fred and end Gilead. I mean, it could be the reverse of what she did in the beginning, if you think about it. She was the legitimacy of the revolution as this powerful, articulate, intelligent woman who knew what it was to have a career, saying, look, all of us, you know, I'm giving up something too. We need to do this for the sake of, you know, humanity. But she could flip that shit right now. You know, I was a commander's wife. I helped create this world. I believed in it. And I've seen for myself, it's a fucking travesty. We cannot do this to each other. And then everyone, you know, pitchforks and the revolution and... I won't hold my breath. I won't hold my breath. Okay, but, you know, you can understand where my thinking is. So... that's about it. We left June looking almost as if she was going into labour on the floor in the hallway. I don't know whether she was just broken, but I'm sure I'll find out in the next episode. So until the next time, bye bye.